Obvious first question. We all hope to see you yesterday. What happened?
Oh, yeah. Well, a few little miscommunications, and for the open workout, I didn't have a trainer anyway, so I was going to come out and do a little skit for the fans here, pretty much. I was going to have to come up with something, but yeah, it just, I didn't really, had to go back home for some things, so I didn't make it here as soon as I would have liked to. So I apologize to all the fans, especially the ones that were here to see an open workout. I didn't really put too much thought into it. I was just more focused on the fight. And you know, I've showed up on I've pulled the same card a couple of times. Just showed up on Wednesday. It's pretty inconsiderate of me. So again, I apologize to all the fans and people who were anticipating, you know, a show on Wednesday. So, you know, again, my apologies.
So people trying to read into that and trying to say, well, what's going through Nick's mind right now? Why is he not there? Is people overthinking it a little too much?
Well, there's a lot going on, but you know, there's a lot of, you know, not just stuff going on in my mind. There's a lot of things going on. So a lot of times I'm just dealing with that and sorting that out. And the thing is, I'm not going to stress out over it. And I'm not going to go lose sleep over anything. I'm going to do what I got to do to get here. You know, as soon as I can get here. And I've learned, you know, with my experience and, you know, with what's going on right now today and who I am, what I'm doing, and what's what, I'm just going to do my best to get here at 100% to the best of my ability and focus on what's most important, and that's, you know, my health and safety. So I'm always thinking that, number one. So, you know, a lot of times something's going on, and you know, I'm supposed to be here to fight. You can assure, like, you know, that's the only thing that's going through my head is me taking into consideration, you know, my health and safety before what's what, and I'm just doing what I got to do to get here for you and do the best I can. So, again, my apologies for not making it on Wednesday.
When you say your health, though, what does that mean? You just mean?
It means, you know, I'm not trying to rush anything for anybody. You know, I'm like, I got a deadline. I know what that is. That's, you know, come make weight on Friday. Come fight on Saturday. You know, I'll do the best I can. Put on a show for the fans. You know, fight for the fans. Come in 100% for the fans. And if I'm going to do that to the best of my capability, I'm going to take as much room as I can to do that. You know, at this point in time, regardless of whatever obligations I may have, I just, for me, I'm going to have to do what I got to do. And like I said, again, I apologize to, you know, Dana White and all the UFC and everybody's prepared and kind of didn't get you know, kind of didn't really end up knowing what was going on with me or whatever. But, you know, it was just, for me, it really wasn't a big deal. I'm like, hey, look, I got to do what I gotta do, and then come to fight.
Do you like the way they marketed it, though? You know, with the milk carton cans. I mean, they kind of had fun with the idea of where.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead. You know, they're gonna get a show out of. They're gonna, you know, they're gonna have something. You know, regardless of whether they're gonna have to say whatever they want to say. So they have fun with it. It's fine. I'm not. You know, I'm like, hey, they're gonna do what they like. So.
Did you talk to Dana Lorenzo after that happened, and what was that conversation like, if so? I
didn't. Dana sent me a text, and he said, hey, give me a call or text me when you can. I actually missed a text from a couple of days. Dana's always changes his number or something. Plus, I got a new Apple ID situation, so I lost all my old numbers, and I was like, I didn't know if I had it or not. But anyways, yeah, he texted me a couple of days. So I missed a text a couple of days from him, because I'd text him back to text me. But then I got another one that I missed by like an hour, so I texted him back and I said, hey, you know, at the airport in Sac here, and he said, great, that's all I want to hear, or that's pretty much what I was hoping to hear, something to that effect. And yeah, he just said that's awesome, and that's that. It's, you know, so you know, I'm sure, you know, people that know me are know, you know, and for the record, I'd like to, you know, I'd love to be here for, you know, a workout if I had a workout plan, and you know, but I'm going through a few different things, training, you know, being out a year or two, and, you know, there's some good with the bad, it's bad with the good, and all that, you know, all that stuff. So I just, you know, really wasn't, you know, prepared for a Wednesday out here. You know, it just, you never know how things are gonna go. You never really know how things are gonna go, but you know, yeah, of course I'm gonna try to cancel out possibilities of what's gonna happen. You never know what's gonna happen, but you know, I know you're going to get something. It's going to be some ups and some downs with either direction. But there's always somewhere to go. You know, there's always a way. There's always a way to go. So
you smile at all this though, because you got more attention yesterday than Anderson, who did show up.
Yeah, it's a big deal not showing up to something big like this.
On the embedded, they said that your bags went through and came to Vegas, but you didn't. So did you go through security and then decide to go back?
Yeah, we when we got to the airport, I was like, you know, this isn't. I think I'd rather sleep in my own bed tonight. I think they're going to try to jam me up with a bunch of things. They were going to keep me up. It just, you know, I was like, you know what, we're going to have to. This is not looking good. I left half of my stuff at home. I'm not ready for what we got tomorrow. You know, so, you know, we just flipped a U-turn and hit it back home. I was like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm showing them tomorrow. I'm like, hey, sorry, you know, that's inconsiderate to the other fighters. I'm sorry, hey, you know, you go out there, you do 30 fights, 40 fights, whatever, you know, fight some of the best guys out there, and maybe, you know. I don't know. I'm not trying to say like I'm special. I'm trying to say that, you know, you can take what I can get and do what I got to do. That's all. You know, that's all I can tell you. And people want to say, "Oh, how irresponsible." I'm like, hey, look, be irresponsible.